Hello, I hope you're all doing well, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. Now, my name is Jamie Cowdrey, and I'm going to be talking you through the detailed information now about an opportunity that you may have heard a little about or inquired about and seen a snapshot brief overview of so far. Now, either myself or my partner Jason may have already spoken with you, or you may have applied to one of our ads, but now we will show you how our business actually works. So, if you have seen or heard some information, you're probably in a position where you're thinking, wow, I want what's on offer here, but I'm not too sure what that is, and I remember that feeling very well. When I heard of the Forever opportunity, I was hugely sceptical, but after seeing the information that I'm going to take you through now, I could really see that if I applied some hard work to the business model, it could really change things for me. And it has. It really, really has. Not without hard work, and I'm going to keep saying that all the way through, because we can only work with people that are willing to work really hard and learn some new skills to make the business model work for you. So, there's going to be a reason why you inquired about this opportunity, and everybody's reasons are going to be different. It may be that you're working longer hours. It may be that your job is taking away your family time. It may be that you are spending too much time travelling to work, sitting in traffic on the motorway in rush hour. It may be that you are struggling to get a job for whatever reason, such as your circumstances or things haven't gone right for you in the past. It could be for job security. Nowadays, no job is for life, and I see that as a good thing. Who wants a job for the rest of their life? I know I didn't. But equally, you may also be getting to the end of your working life and thought, wow, I've worked for the last 40 years or so, and I'm going to retire on a really average wage. That's going to give me a really average life, and maybe you just want a little bit more for yourself. So, whatever it's going to be, or whatever needs you have, you can use Forever as a vehicle to get what you want. It may be you want time. It may be like me, you love to travel and you want to see the world, but you just don't have enough time to travel or money to do it. It may be something littler than that. You may just want a new car or a few £100 per month to pay off some debts or a few bills. If you like the idea of working from home, not having to sit in traffic, be your own boss, not being judged, and helping others to do the same, then this opportunity may be for you. If you get a buzz from recognition, fulfillment, if you get a buzz from being really recognised for a job well done, not just a pat on the back, but by being able to achieve really attractive bonuses and incentives and being an inspiration to others, then this could be for you. It may be that you are looking for a better way of living, something that you're not used to, or it may be that you want a new career, fed up of being stuck in the rat race for so long and it's been stressing you out. You might want a better lifestyle, you may want a healthier lifestyle, and our products can really help with that too. So, Forever, a little bit about them and who they are. Now, Forever is not a new company. If you're hearing of this for the first time, you're probably going to think, well, why haven't I heard of this incredible company before? That's exactly what we thought, but it's an old company. It has been going for at least 39 years at the time of filming this. It was founded in America by the guy you see on the screen there, Mr. Rex Morn, an incredible man with incredible vision. Now, this is a family-run business still to this day. He started this and brought in his son and daughter and some of his close friends and family members into the business at the very beginning. And these guys are still running the business still to this day. So it has real core family values at the root of this business. And I love that about the business. They are a family recognising the importance of family. And the business model is really built around running a business with spending more time with your family. Now, Forever's mission statement by Mr. Rex Morn really caught my eye. I've seen many mission statements working in the corporate world, but none had really meant too much to me unlike this. We will create a profitable environment where individuals can with dignity be what they want to be, where integrity, empathy and fun are our guides. Wow, fun, really? I know you're probably thinking, really fun? Who has fun going to work? But it's so true, we have so much fun, and that's why the people we really want to work with, want to have a good time with, are really positive and fun. We don't want to work with people that are kind of glass half empty, so just ask yourself at this point, am I the sort of person that always finds the positives? Can I wake up with a smile most days? Now, we're in 159 countries at the time of recording this around the world. So that gives you an opportunity to build a global business from your laptop or your smartphone. And even if you think that doesn't apply to you, if you don't directly know anyone abroad, people you know here know people who know people abroad. And that can result in those people being part of your business and you receiving regular monthly checks from abroad as your business expands. Some of these countries you may very well not have visited. That is how incredibly powerful this business model is. Now, we turned over 2.6 billion US dollars. 2.6 billion, that's incredible. And over $1.5 billion worth of assets around the world. So it is a really stable company, and that was important to me because I wanted to build a legacy. So I could build a business that could be passed on to other generations. So it needed to be with a stable company that would be around for at least another 39 years or more. Now, the experienced senior management team that we have means we have an absolute growth of knowledge at the root of our business. We can call upon these guys to help us with our business at any time. So although you will be in business by yourself, you're not actually going to be in business by yourself. So obviously we are going to be mentoring you, but you will have an experienced senior management team to call upon for help and advice too. The business is completely cash rich and debt free. That is just incredible. I used to work for one of the biggest international travel companies for a really long time. They were owned by the banks and shareholders, and when those banks and shareholders demanded money back, we would have to find that money to cut costs, and that usually meant cutting staffs and making redundancies, and that led to job insecurity. So that's not something we have to do with forever. It is cash rich and debt free. Just ask yourself, how many companies can say that? If you think of any company giant out there right now, you can guarantee that they have loads of debt. Now, our growth is absolutely phenomenal. We have never dipped, we have never plateaued, and we have gone through 39 years of continuous and consistent growth. That is amazing. I know the slide there says 35 years, but it is a little bit out of date. Now, in the UK, and if you're in the UK, this is something important that you need to know. We turned over in excess of £75 million in the UK, and I know at the time of filming this we are already up by over 70%, so it is absolutely booming. And it's never been a better time to build a business with forever. You can see Longbridge Manor on the screen there. That's in Warwickshire. That's our main head office. If you're close to Warwickshire, that is somewhere you can visit, work from and take training. If not, don't worry too much. There are other training hubs dotted around the company and all over the world that you can visit too. Now, we have only been in the UK since 1993, and the growth right now, we are in boom phase. And it's going to continue and continue because of the business model and the marketplace we operate in, which is what I'm going to tell you a little bit more about in a minute. But one thing I would like to point out at this stage, and on the screen you can see we have an Investors in People Standard Gold Award. Now, this is given to us by the government. It is to say that we train our people to the absolute best standard possible that you can train people to. This is something very difficult to achieve, and we have managed the top level, gold. So our training is second to none. So if you're looking at this thinking, I've never been in business before, I don't know the first thing about business or any other kind of business, or anything to do with anything like this, just like we were when we started, that's okay. It's just really important that you're willing to learn. Because although the training is there for you and you're going to have a one-to-one mentor and coaching ourselves, you're still going to have to be open to learning. You're going to need to be really coachable and recognise, even if you're at the top of your game now in your industry, coming into network marketing, you're going to have some things to learn, some skills to master, and we're going to help you do all of that. So you need a fantastic product to underpin any good business model. And that's where our products come in. Now, you may recognise that yellow bottle on the screen. Some people do, from all different countries over the world. Even if you haven't heard of Forever, they recognise that yellow bottle. So let me tell you a little bit more about our products. We are the #1 growers and manufacturers of aloe vera. If you don't know anything about aloe vera, don't worry, I didn't until I started using Forever products for the first time. I just thought it was good for sunburn when you're on your holiday somewhere hot, but now I know very different. So we own over 70% of the world's aloe vera plants. So all around the world, any of the aloe that grows, we own 70% of that growth. But we treat our aloe very differently to most other companies. We don't use any nasties on them, no pesticides, no fertilisers, so our products are completely natural. We hand harvest them, so inside an aloe leaf there is a gel. The gel is jam-packed full of vitamins and amino acids and other nutritional benefits. It's full of good stuff and can be used for all sorts of different things, not just sunburn. But it's only the inner leaf gel that is any good for you. The rest of the leaf has absolutely no nutritional content at all. So it's only the good stuff that we use. We don't use any of the outer leaf at all. But then you have to keep that gel live, and it's only really great when it's live. So when you go to the Caribbean or a hot country and cut the aloe vera leaf there and then and apply it to your skin, or drink it for example, that is when it is at its best. But as soon as you cut it, the plant starts to oxidise and go brown, a bit like how a banana would if you peeled the skin off and left it. We have a very natural stabilisation process. It keeps the aloe vera alive. So when it's live in our products, in our bottles, it is live for 5 years. And we're the only company in the world to offer that live aloe vera stabilisation process, as we own it. It is patented and no one can copy it. So there's no competition for us in the market, and that's one of the reasons for such big growth. So we obviously have a superior quality product that no one else can touch. Now we have a professional advisory board that give us first class training. These are top people in their fields. We've got Dr. Peter Atherton on our left. He was a GP before he ran a Forever business, so he can train us on the medical side of the products. Dawn Parker, all about the nutritional side. David Urch, who's a vet. He was actually the vet for the equestrian team at the Beijing Olympics. So top person in his field, so he talks to us and trained us on the animal side of the products because we have a huge animal market too. And Louise Riley, skincare, cosmetics and sports nutrition. She's an expert in her field and does first class training on that area of the business too. So you really don't have to know it all, you just have to be willing to learn from these guys. Now this really grabbed my attention. When I saw this presentation for the first time, a 60-day money-back guarantee, and it's completely unconditional. So you can use the entirety of a product, then hand it back to Forever after 60 days and say, sorry, I don't like the yellow bottle, and they would give you your money back. That's how confident that they are that these products would do what they say they do. Now I saw the growth in this business and that product guarantee and knew it had to work, as the growth wouldn't have been there otherwise. They would have gone out of business in probably 39 days, let alone 39 years. So that really appealed to me. The other thing that really appealed to me is that they are animal friendly. They are not tested on animals and they are suited to all cultures and nationalities. So the market is completely uncapped for these products. Now the range of products is huge. Health and wellness, that's anyone that wants to feel good, look good, maintain a healthy lifestyle into their later years. Anyone that's into their fitness or wants to lose a few pounds, which is most people these days. Beauty and cosmetics, a huge market. Animal and home. Animals is a massive market, as most people with pets tend to spend more money on their animals than they do themselves these days. And the product packs. We take out all the hassle of nutrition by packing all of the top nutritional products into one box, so people don't have to think about their nutrition, as it's all there in one box. So everyone you know right now is a potential customer. Now whether you're looking at this business for a small top-up income, which will mean by retailing a few products, unless you are looking for a larger income, which means you won't be focusing too much on the retailing side, you have the confidence to know that these products are available to anybody and the scope of them is huge. So just think for a second, who do you know that is a mum that is looking for a healthier option for her children and their family? Who do you know that is a horsey person looking for a product to help with joints in, say, horses? Elderly people with joint issues. The scope is absolutely massive. But when I first joined Forever, I was already using one of the products. But me and Jason both needed to know we would use some of the other products, and that was really important to us because we couldn't recommend a product that we wouldn't use ourselves. So we hadn't tried any other product other than the Yellow Butter Gel. We knew they kind of worked because of the growth and that 60-day money-back guarantee. But we needed to know they worked. So we needed to get our hands on some of the products and we needed to start our business. So that's where the business in a box comes in. So this is how we started our business, and this is how you will be starting your business if you decide it's right for you and we decide you're right for it. Then you will need to get yourself on the starter pack. This starter pack, an entire cost of the business, costs £199.75 to get started. Giving you all the products you see there in the box to try, all the top sellers, a free website so you can retail online without having to handle any products because Forever deals with the distribution and all of your literature that you will need to get yourself started. But please, whatever you do, do not value this opportunity at £199.75 as you will be doing a massive injustice. We would pay thousands and thousands to be working with Forever, and you have to give it that kind of work ethic coming in from the offset. Not £199.75 worth of work ethic, because if you do, it will just not work for you. If you have been in a traditional business before, you would know generally it costs thousands to start up a business, and it can take a few years to break even. But if you have got a business brain, you would know £199.75 is absolutely nothing to start a business. But again, take it much more serious than £199.75 business, as it can pay you dividends. And that's what I'm going to talk about next. So I'm going to be showing you some incomes today for people who want to earn just a few £100, but I'm also going to be showing you what attracted us to the business, the high incomes, the six-figure incomes. But let me tell you that these incomes are not easily achieved. This is a simple business, but not easy. Please do not confuse simple with easy. You are going to have to learn some skills to make the business work for you. You're going to have to make time for you and your Forever business, and you're going to have to take it seriously. So the first thing you need to know is there a market for these products? As in any new business, you need to know if there is a market for your product. Now, just looking at the statistics on the screen, just for the UK, without even looking at the international statistics, right now, this is what the UK is spending each year on the areas you see on the screen. £660 million on vitamins and supplements. This is a real growing area as people are realising that the quality of our food in our supermarkets is not giving us all that we need nutritionally to stay healthy. So more and more people are supplementing their diet. Beauty products, £8.4 billion. Mostly ladies, but men are also starting to spend money these days on beauty and skincare. And sports nutrition. Like myself, anyone that goes to the gym, is into fitness, plays a sport, tends to use a supplement to enhance that. So £90 million in the UK. So it's fair to say that this is a huge market, and you saw our growth. We are definitely owning a share of that market, and that will continue to grow as we get the word out there about our products. So supplying customers is really easy. Now, if you're anything like me, the first time you looked at this and you thought, but I can't do sales. I've never done sales and I'm really rubbish at it. So there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. If you're thinking like that, now let me tell you, you have done network marketing before. Without a doubt, you have done network marketing before, but you have not got paid for it. So if, for example, you bought one of those bottles of Coke with your name on it a few summers back, and you posted your picture on Facebook to your friends of it, you were marketing that product. If you went out and saw a movie at the cinema and told your friends about it, you were marketing that film to your network. This is what this business is about. It's just about getting paid for it. It's about using some products, understanding them, developing your own story about them, and sharing them with people at work, at the gym, people you care about, people at the school gates, people on Facebook, And social media has made this so easy in the last few years, so I'm not worried about you not being a salesy person. I'm not worried about you selling these products. All I want really is your commitment on that you will just use them. You will use the products, you will try them, and you will talk about them where you see fit when you go about your day-to-day business. And that's a retail opportunity in a nutshell. You use the products and you share them with a handful of people, not in a salesy way, just in a way of recommendation. Just like eating at a good restaurant and sharing it. Just like reading a good book and telling someone about it. Now, you would never tell someone to go and eat at a restaurant that you have never eaten at. You would never recommend a film that you have never seen. And that works the same way with these products. That's why it's important to get your hands on the starter kit and start using these products straight away. So if you're looking at this for a bit of a top-up income, say £200 to £400 a month, then we will need to help you develop 20 to 30 customers. 20 to 30 customers that regularly come back to you and spend £20 to £25 per month to develop that £200 to £400 a month income. Now that's done with no real effort at all, other than using the products and chatting to people about them and learning some of the skills that we are going to teach you. And it's a couple of hours a week work, so if you're looking for something that's going to give you a little bit more at the end of the month, maybe you like your job and you don't want to give it up. Maybe you're saving for a holiday or a car, or some extra money from some special occasion, then this would be the opportunity for you and where the retailing side would end. But what we are looking for is someone who really wants more than that. We are looking for a potential leader, someone like us that looked at this opportunity and wanted to be wealthy, wanted a nice lifestyle. That's everything we wanted, and you won't get that from only retailing a few products. You will get that from building a team, and that's where the second part of the opportunity, the building a team opportunity, comes in. And I'll explain a little bit about that to you now. It starts with you and your handful of customers, but then we are going to teach you to build a team. We will teach you how to speak about the opportunity. It might be people that you know that are dissatisfied in their lives or their jobs. It might be people that you know that want extra money. It might be people that you know that are real go-getters, ambitious, driven, that want a nice lifestyle and a good income. We will teach you how to present the opportunity to them, to do what I'm doing now and introduce them to your team. They will have a handful of customers, and this is where the power of network marketing comes in. You tell people about it who tell people about it, and your customers then go through the roof. You're servicing more customers that you couldn't possibly service on your own, but you're doing it through a network of people and forever pay you a royalty on your entire turnover for every member in your business, not just your own turnover. And a business that started like this, with you knowing two people who knew two people who knew two, is what we call a manager business. So leading a small team of people will mean you're a manager. Now a manager earns roughly £800 to £2,000 per month in our business. Very part-time, leading a small team of people. And if you're watching this and you have replied to maybe an ad of ours, or we have shown you the presentation and we have said we are looking for leaders at the moment, this is going to be your first goal, and we will work on this together across a 4 to 5 month period to help you develop an income like that and a team like that in your part-time hours and your current commitments. But just imagine if you could speed that up. If you knew 5 people who knew 5 people who knew 5, and so on. So the more people you speak to about this business, the quicker it grows, and the quicker your income grows. So just from finding 5 who find 5 and so forth, you can have a team of 780 team members. Now it's never going to be as even as that, but some people you introduce to the business will not want to build a team and just retail a little bit. Some people will build a huge team, but you're looking for leaders in this business. And leaders will emerge. People that want to be a manager and beyond. Now when people become a manager, a little bit like an apprenticeship up to that point, they know what they are doing, and they are doing it with or without you. And that's where the royalty style income comes in. Independent business owners dotted around the UK, even across the world, with their own goals, doing their thing with or without you, they can go on holiday and still be building their business. That royalty style income kicks in, and it's better than any pension I can think of. Let's just see how that works if you develop managers. So if you're a manager in the business, bottom line managers earn around £20,000 per year. Just doing that part-time is a lot of money in addition to any other income you may already have. But if you help and develop 2 managers in your team, you are now a senior manager earning £35,000 per year. 5 managers in your team is going to give you a bottom line of £60,000 base a year. 9 managers, £120,000. £200,000 with 17 managers in your team. And with 25 managers in your team, you become a diamond manager with a base of £350,000 a year. So this business is not about selling, it's about finding and developing leaders. It's about working alongside us, developing your leadership skill and helping people achieve that manager position and lead a better life. The more people you help, the more successful you become. So in this business you really do rise by helping other people rise, and we love that. It's a breath of fresh air to be able not to get ahead unless you help other people. Now if you look at this for a minute and you decide, for example, a 5-year plan for you would be to become a manager, and you've helped 5 other people to become a manager, that's 1 a year. With a royalty style income, then you will be earning £60,000 a year. How many people do you know that have a pension of £60,000 a year? How many people do you know that would have to work just for 5 years to get to that pension of £60,000 a year? Not many. And that's why the network marketing opportunity is literally life-changing, because it allows you to duplicate your time. No longer are you exchanging time for money, like work an hour and get paid £10. You could be working 1 hour and have a small army of people working 1 hour at the same time as you and getting paid for all of that. And that is just incredible. On top of all of that, there are still more perks. There are incentives you can qualify for. As long as you are prepared to do some work, these are open to everyone who joins the business. So the earned incentive, or the nicknamed car plan here in the UK, will pay you up to an extra £525 per month to spend on what you want to put, but both people decide to buy a car with it. You can do whatever you want with yours, keep the money, buy a car, buy a caravan, or treat yourself to something else. Then there is the global travel. This is my favourite one, as I love to travel. Who here loves to travel? Who here loves to travel to 5-star accommodations by business class and with spending money and have the company pay for it? Now, you can travel all around the world building your business. You don't have to, it's up to you. You can wake up with your laptop and work from anywhere in the world. That was my dream when I started, but it's not everyone's. But in addition to that, Forever does take us away twice a year for free. So you do have to qualify for it, and you do have to be a manager, and you do have to work hard. But I know in my lifetime I will see the world for free with this company. Last year, Forever took its managers to Singapore and Cancun in Mexico, and this year to South Africa, places you never dreamed you would ever see. And it's always 5-star accommodation, the best hotels. You can see there the hotel everyone stayed at in Singapore, and that is the best hotel in Singapore. Only the best will do for our Forever business owners, and that is how Rex treats us. Now, I don't know about you, but in any job I've had before, I never even got a bottle of wine as a thank you, so it's just incredible that you also get your spending money alongside this, and it's not only you that goes, you can take your family. It's a family occasion, so they go along with you as well. And the other incentive, the big one, the profit share program, or chairman's bonus as we call it. Now, because there's no shareholders and no banks to pay our profit to, Rex gives us a percentage back. So if you qualify for a profit share, and again you have to work hard to do that, nothing comes for free, it's not a get rich quick scheme, but you can apply yourself and qualify for this in your first year of business. So your cheque won't be as high in your first year as to what you are seeing on the screen there, but you can build yourself up to that. It's taken a number of years to achieve those big cheques, as they have been in the business for quite some time. So Rex will pay 3% of the company's turnover back to the business owners, and the cheques range from £4,000 to well over £1 million this year. Incredible. Now, Jane and John that you can see on the screen there have been in the business for 19 years, and that was their cheque in 2014, over $1 million. Life-changing amounts of money as a bonus, as a thank you, on top of their monthly bonuses that they have been earning all year. So how do you build your team? It may sound like a silly question really, as who wouldn't want an opportunity like this? But in reality, in all honesty, not everybody will go for it. Not everybody will be in the right stage of their life to take this on board and run with it. Some of you may still be looking at this and thinking, I'm sceptical, I still don't believe it, and that's okay. Some of you won't though. Some of you will take it and run with it. Some of you will really be wanting change and be prepared to work hard for it. Think outside the box and recognise if you do what you've always done, you're going to keep getting what you always get. But you're going to know people like you. If you're one of the open-minded people that's prepared to run with this, people know people like themselves. Like attracts like. I guarantee you will know other people just like you that will grab this with both hands. And we are going to teach you how to talk to these people. We are going to teach you how to reach out and talk to people you don't know right now about this business and expand your team. So you identify potential team members and you learn the skills to contact them and show them the business. Present them with the opportunity and get started. The more people you talk to, the more people you get involved, the quicker your business grows. The more people you help, the more money you make. Now, we work with all sorts of people from all sorts of backgrounds, so we are not so much interested in where you come from, what your background is, or what experience you have, but you do need some key attributes. Those attributes are: you need to be hardworking and driven, resilient, you need to be positive, you need to scrape yourself off the floor when you get some disappointment and keep going. We can only work with people like that. You need to be really coachable and willing to learn. You need to make time for this business. We work with people from all different backgrounds that you see there on the screen. Lawyers, doctors, people from sporting professional background, people who don't have much work experience, but they all had something in common. They all came to this business going for it, making time for it, making no excuses, and you will have to do the same. But it will be worth it. You get to work with a proven business model that has been tried and tested, not just by our company, but by many companies for years. If you want to do more research into network marketing, research what the likes of Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki, Warren Buffett, the big business heads research what they say about it. Go and have a look and read some books. You'll find many online. There is a fantastic book I've read called Business of the 21st Century. Go get your hands on a copy of that. Read and understand the business model. Understand what you're getting yourself involved with. It is completely uncapped what you earn. No one is going to put a price on your head anymore and tell you what you're worth. You get paid for what you're prepared to work for. But it's willable. You can hand it to your children, your business will keep paying for generations, and it's completely flexible. So you're going to have to work hard, but you're going to be able to do it from home. You're going to be able to fit your business around your life, not fit your life around your work. We're going to mentor you one-on-one every step of the way, and you're also going to get a huge network of people helping you too. Our wider team, Forever Themselves, there's lots of training and support, and there's also lots of recognition that you have seen going through this presentation, financially, travel-wise, and also loads of other stuff on top of that. It's very happy clappy actually. It was a bit hard for us to digest in the beginning. We couldn't believe how many people were willing to help us and praise us, but it is actually really refreshing and exciting, and hadn't really experienced that in the corporate world. But will it work for you? Honestly, only you can answer that question. You need to be able to put your hand on your heart and say you will take it seriously. I'm going to put the time in, I'm going to put the effort in, I'm going to give it 100%. You need to be a self-motivator. As much as you're going to have a mentor, you're not going to have a boss. This is your business. So we are going to coach you and guide you, but when no one else is watching, it is going to be down to you to do work. You need to be prepared to tell everyone what you're doing, because if you buy that box, put it under your bed, I don't know, join the Allo Secret Service and don't tell anyone about it, this isn't going to work for you. You're going to have to hold your head up high and be proud of what you're part of. and share it with people. And you're going to have to be willing to think big. Set some huge goals that will probably scare you and go out there and smash it. So if you're looking at this presentation today and you're excited, if you've got butterflies in your stomach, maybe a little bit nervous at the same time, but you're excited and you can see how this can give you what you want in the future, and you're going to take it seriously, then you need to know how to get started. So the next step is for you to register with us, which will involve filling out an online form, letting Forever know who you are and where to pay you every month. You're going to order your distribution pack, and that will be with you in probably 3 to 5 business days. So really quickly you're going to start using the product straight away, and you're going to get your hands on training the day that you register. Online training and presentation for your first business planning session, which will be with myself or Jason or your mentor if that's not us. And they're going to sit down, or we will sit down with you and talk to you about what you want, what your goals are, by when, and we're going to tailor a plan together that we work on together until you achieve it every step of the way. So if you've looked at this today and you can see how it's going to give you everything that you want, how it's going to give you that vehicle to get you what you want, whether that be lifestyle, extra money, being your own boss, extra time, then we need to talk again and get that planning session booked in the diary. If it's not for you, that's okay. We would much rather you come to that decision now than after a few months of us training you and spending time with you. We will never understand that decision, but we do respect it. And I'd like to thank you all now for taking the time to listen to this presentation today. Now take care, and we look forward to hearing from you and working with you soon. Bye.